Good morning. We're continuing with the short teaching on the Mass before our weekend Masses, and so the topic for this weekend is the different postures that we do during Mass, so sitting, kneeling, and standing. So we'll start with standing. Standing is a sign of respect and honor. So we stand as the celebrant, the priest who represents Christ, enters and leaves the assembly. From the earliest days of the Church, the posture of standing has been understood as the stance of those who have risen with Christ and seek the things that are in heaven. When we stand for prayer, we assume our full stature before God and humble gratitude for the things that God has done for us. We stand for the proclamation of the gospel, which recounts the words and deeds of Christ. The bishops of the United States have chosen standing as the posture to stand for during the gospel. Kneeling, in the early church, kneeling signified penance for one's sins. So kneeling was identified with doing penance for one's sins, and back in the early days of the church, we were forbidden to kneel on Sundays and during the Easter season. In the Middle Ages, kneeling came to signify homage, and more recently, kneeling has come to signify adoration of God, especially in the presence of Christ and the Eucharist. This is why the bishops have chosen the posture of kneeling for the Eucharistic prayer. And finally, sitting. Sitting is a posture of listening, meditation, and learning. So the congregation sits for the readings and also for the homily. People may also sit during the period of meditation after receiving Holy Communion. All should strive to assume a seated posture during Mass that is attentive rather than merely resting or slouching. In the Mass, we all pray together, and by having the same posture together, we act as one body of Christ. Mass will begin shortly.